Ever popped open the trunk of your brand new ride, ready to admire all that glorious space, only to be hit with a sudden yo, where the heck is the spare tire? You pat down the trunk floor, lift the liner, and find ... nothing. That tiny moment of panic hits hard, right? You start questioning everything. Did the dealer forget to put it in? Did I get ripped off? Well, hold up. Before you dial your dealership with fire in your eyes, let me tell you, you're not alone, and your car isn't broken. This is the new normal, and today, we're diving deep into why your new car is probably rolling without a spare. Let us get one thing straight. Automakers did UNT just wake up one morning and decide to ditch the spare tire for kicks. This wasn't some random evil plan to leave you stranded. It all boils down to a few really big, interconnected reasons. And the number one suspect, wait, yeah, it sounds simple, but in the automotive world, every single pound counts. A traditional spare tire, with its steel or alloy wheel, is surprisingly beefy. We're talking anywhere from 30 to 50 pounds of dead weight just chilling in your trunk. Think about it, that's like carrying a sack of potatoes or a small child with you everywhere you go. Car manufacturers are in a constant high-stakes battle to improve fuel economy. Government regulations are getting stricter, and let's be real, nobody wants to spend their entire paycheck at the gas pump. According to the EPA, shaving off weight is one of the most effective ways to make a car more Dropping that 30 to 50-pound spare can improve your mileage by a small but significant margin over the lifetime of the car. It might not sound like a lot on a single trip, but add it up over thousands of miles, and you're saving real money and cutting down on emissions. So, in a way, your car went on a diet to save you some cash. But wait, if they took away our trusty spare, what are we supposed to do when we get a flat? Are we just supposed to call a tow truck for a simple puncture? Not exactly. This brings us to the second major reason. Technology has evolved. Say hello to run-flat tires. These things are pretty much the superheroes of the tire world. A standard tire goes flat and you're stuck. But a run-flat tire has reinforced sidewalls that are tough as nails. When a run-flat gets a puncture and loses all its air, those beefed-up sides can support the weight of the car, allowing you to keep driving. Now, you can't just drive on it forever. Most run-flats will let you cruise for about 50 miles at a reduced speed, usually under 50 miles per hour. But think about it, 50 miles is almost always enough to get you off a dangerous highway shoulder and safely to the nearest tire shop or back home. You don't have to wrestle with a rusty jack on the side of a busy road in the pouring rain. You just get a warning light on your dash, ease off the gas, and drive to safety. It's a game changer for convenience and safety. A 2021 study in Nature Reviews highlighted how these self-supporting tires are becoming a key piece of modern vehicle design, offering a seamless solution to a classic problem. Okay, so what if your car doesn't have run flats? There's another trick up the automaker's sleeve, the tire repair kit. If you lift that trunk liner and find a little black box instead of a tire, that's what you've got. Inside you'll typically find a can of sealant and a small air compressor that plugs into your car's 12-volt outlet. The idea here is pretty simple. You screw the sealant canister onto the tire's valve stem, and it injects this gooey magical substance inside. Then, you use the compressor to pump the tire back up. The sealant sloshes around as the tire rotates, finds the puncture, and plugs it from the inside. It's like a first aid kit for your tire. It's a temporary fix designed to get you back on the road and to a proper repair shop. These kits are incredibly light and compact, weighing just a few pounds compared to the 50-pound spare. They free up a ton of space, which is another huge reason why spares are disappearing. Modern car trunks are shrinking. They're being packed with more tech, bigger sound systems, and in the case of hybrids and EVs, massive battery packs. Something had to give, and the big, clunky spare tire was the first thing to get voted off the island. Just look at the difference between an old-school boxy trunk from the 90s and a sleek, modern trunk. There's just less wiggle room. There's also a pretty compelling argument from the automakers themselves. They've done the research, and their data supported by organizations like the World Health Organization's reports on road safety trends shows that most drivers go years or even the entire life of their car without ever using the spare tire. It just sits back there, aging, losing air pressure, and eventually becoming unusable anyway because rubber degrades over time. So, from their perspective, They're lugging around 50 pounds of just-in-case equipment that's rarely, if ever, used. Getting rid of it simplifies manufacturing, saves weight, and in their eyes, better reflects modern driving realities. But here's the twist in the story. This shift from a physical spare to a repair kit or run flats puts a new responsibility on us, the drivers. Back in the day, the solution was simple: get a flat, swap the tire. Now, you need to know what you're working with. Is it a run flat? Do you have a sealant kit? How do you even use that thing? A quick pop the trunk and peek before you in a jam can save you from a major roadside surprise. Imagine getting a flat at night in the middle of nowhere, and only then discovering you have a repair kit that looks like it came from a sci-fi movie. That's a bad time. You don't want to be the person staring at an air pump like it's alien technology. You want to be the person who confidently grabs the kit, patches the hole, and gets back on the road. So, take 5 minutes. Seriously, right after this video, go out to your car and see what you've got. If it's a repair kit, take it out. Read the instructions. They're usually pretty simple, but you don't want to be learning on the fly. If you have run flats, make sure you know what the warning symbol looks like on your dashboard and understand the speed and distance limitations. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to not be stranded. Now, not everyone is on board with this no spare future. There are definitely some downsides. Tire sealing kits are great for small punctures in the tread. But if you have a major blowout, a big gash in the sole, or a bent rim from a monster pothole, that little can of goo isn't going to do a thing. In that situation, you're calling for a tow. No two ways about it. Run flats are also typically more expensive to replace, and they can sometimes give a harsher, noisier ride because of those stiff sidewalls. For a lot of people, nothing beats the peace of mind of having a real, physical spare tire. And for those people, there's good news. You can still often buy a spare tire kit as an optional extra from the dealership or as an aftermarket purchase. It'll cost you a bit, and you'll have to sacrifice some trunk space. But if that peace of mind is worth it to you, it's an option. So, the next time you car shopping and you notice there's no spare tire in the trunk, don't freak out. It's not a mistake. It's a deliberate design choice. It's a calculated trade-off. Automakers are balancing fuel economy, performance, cost, and trunk space against the decreasing likelihood of you needing a spare. They're betting on modern tire technology to keep you rolling. It's all part of the new design playbook for cars. The age of the spare tire is fading, and the age of run flats and repair kits is here. Whether you love it or hate it, now you know why. It's all about making cars lighter, smarter, and more efficient. So, check your trunk, know your gear, and drive safe. Thanks for sticking with me through that deep dive. If you found this useful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that demystifies the world of cars. Drop a comment below and let me know, do you have a spare, a kit, or run flats? And how do you feel about it? See you in the next one.